Alright folks, here's a special treat. An itty bitty baby cottonmouth. Just taking a break.
He's taking a siesta.
Taking a siesta. It's little. It's little.
I was going to say
last year maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute.
You might not agree with you calling it cute, so.
Yep. Well, howdy folks. Shawn here from hikingwithshawn.com. And today we are at Heron Pond. We're the only ones here too. So, this is Heron Pond parking lot. It's a really nice big parking lot. Fit quite a few cars. The roads getting here are gravel. They're kind of narrow, so you just take it easy. They got some signage, a couple of pit toilets. Heron Pond's well marked, well used. Shouldn't get lost. They got bike rack, just in case you ride here from Tunnel Hill or something like that. And foot traffic only. You can do the pond and see the tree and do a little pond loop for less than 2 miles, or you can keep going, go all the way to Wildcat Bluff and back, and it'd be about 10 miles. So there's plenty of hiking options out here if you've never been. I feature this place quite a bit because it's right pretty much down the road from where we live. So it's a easy place to go to and definitely a fun place to go to. And we're gonna hike it and see how long we go today, and you could come with us, so stay tuned. Alrighty folks, here's some of the stuff you can look for when you come here. You got the zebra, swallowtail butterfly, American featherfoil, different turtles, the confluence, green tree frog, spider lilies, all sorts of different stuff. And this kind of shows you what the seasons look like. You got spring, summer, fall, winter, and gives you kind of some details and everything. I've been out here every season. I like this time of the year, but for some reason I'm really attracted to this place when it's winter and everything's frozen and there's a little bit of snow on the ground. I just like the way it looks, a frozen swamp. It's interesting. And let me tell you, we're getting up to the creek here in the river and it's up. All right, so there's a nice bridge over the confluence of 2 creeks. Really a river and a creek. Used to be a sign up here, but it's fallen. So, Dutchman Creek on this side, Cache River on this side. It's the start of the cache. And last couple of times we've been through here, you could see the rock.
You could almost walk across it.
And I haven't seen it like this in a while, especially with a current.
It's been about 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Wow. This is like one of my favorite scenes out here. This right here, for some reason. Just love that, love the way it looks. Definitely do. Mosquitoes are definitely out. I've bug sprayed myself. And they're still kind of flying around. But they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. You know, I thought they'd be much worse. Usually they are. That's the one thing if you visit Heron Pond in this time of year, summer, late spring, summer, and fall, before it gets cold, you just want to drown yourself in bug spray, insect repellent. Whether you want to use some stuff with DEET, which is going to be the best, or if you want to go natural and use something like lemongrass. And that might be a little helpful, but DEET is going to be your best defense. I use Repel brand, and it's the tick defense. I find that to be best for me. different strokes for different folks. Some people can use different stuff for them. Mosquitoes and ticks really love me though. So Michelle says I'm too sweet. All right, folks, there is a large rat snake. Wow. Everything's bigger in the cache. That's a big, big snake. That is a healthy looking snake.
That's why that squirrel was being quiet.
That thing would bite and it would hurt.
Yeah. Do you want to come home with me?
Wow, you are beautiful. Beautiful specimen. Nice.
It's got polka dots.
And that's the thing, people. This is a swamp. If you do not like snakes,
Don't come here.
don't come here. Come here during the winter and you'll be all right. But
sometimes our winters are just like summer.
yeah, unless the winters are like the summer. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful rat snake. All right, folks. Nice swamp. And it's been a while since this has been like this too.
There's a cottonmouth.
Oh, yep.
Two cottonmouths.
Yeah, there's a couple cottonmouths, yeah. Here we go, here's a cottonmouth. Hanging out, being a cottonmouth.
Sleeping. Leave him alone, be quiet.
He's like, hey, you're freaking me out, man. Then over here, there's another cottonmouth. So, two cottonmouths, venomous snakes, mind you. There's a third right there.
Two cottonmouths, three cottonmouths and one rat. Oh, and there you go.
He's going, he's getting out of there. Here's one there.
We got our own snake road.
Yeah, three cottonmouths. It's snaky today. I haven't seen it this snaky in a while.
Not here, for sure.
Yeah.
But in this spot.
Well, he's going. Yeah.
You better be looking in the trees at the boardwalk.
Yeah. There could be more cottonmouths here that I'm not seeing.
Something tells me there's some in those weeds right there.
Oh, I bet. Three cottons.
Can I take your pictures? Always ask.
All right, folks. Got some woodier fungi. And that may not be the exact name, but that's what I'm going to choose. And then on iNaturalist, and they will simply correct me if I'm wrong and give suggestions, which I can accept or reject. Usually accept them all. I'm still learning. But I'm trying to learn more so I can tell you folks more. Because I'm sure you would enjoy knowing more. So that's the plan. And this is a great place to come do that because there's a lot here. There's a lot of variety of critters, plants, trees. If you want to learn about nature, a nature preserve like this is really the best place to go. All right, folks, got a couple of moths here. One right there. And one right there. So when I put in the more greener one, I get spotted Phosphila moth. And that definitely looks like it. So spotted Phosphila moth, probably said that wrong. And then the wider one, I'm gonna add that to iNaturalist. And it's looking like it's a brown shaded gray.
I've heard of that one before.
So I'm not too sure, but there's a genus Eridopsis, and I'm just going to choose that, and then someone will correct me. So if it's not it, you know. So that's the good thing about iNaturalist. It's a way for the community to kind of teach you. So that's the cool thing. Michelle spotted all that. She's my spotter. I see the big stuff usually. Alright folks, here's some more cool fungus. And I added it to iNaturalist. And we get white jelly fungus. That's what I'm going to choose. And then over here are all these itty bitty mushrooms. I also took a picture of it. I'm going to add them. And I pushed a what did you see? And I seen so there's a few different I'm not too sure about, so I'm going to choose this genus, and someone will likely correct me. Alright folks, here's the boardwalk, and I'm just going to kind of shut up and let you listen to nature while I walk it. There's a zebra right up there. All sorts of them. That's so pretty looking. folks, we got a fishing spider. You can see that I've selected it. May not be the exact name, but like I said, they'll correct you. It's definitely cool. Put a little light on it here so you can see it a little better. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful spider. Everything's out here in the cache. Snakes, spiders, mosquitoes.
Shawn eating mosquitoes.
All right, folks. So if you come back out on the boardwalk and take a left and walk, you'll get to this sign, and we'll go check out the tree later, but we're gonna do the Heron Pond Trail. And this will loop around and go up that way a little bit, and then we'll go look at the tree. So this is a short little loop, and there's a lot to see on this loop.
There's dead man's fingers.
Dead man's fingers. Right there. Not as gnarly as they're gonna look at some point, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. I've seen turtles coming this way, but I've never seen a snake. Plenty of squirrels. It's definitely, the canopy's a little darker, a little more thicker. So it's darker. Seems like it's darker than it actually is. In reality, it's only 6 o'clock. It's still pretty daylight. It stays daylight now until about 8. So 8:30. Definitely a little muddy. Moist. I'm glad I put my boots on. Look at that interesting knee. It's almost like a caterpillar, I've seen like a cartoon character caterpillar. I feel like if you put an eye there, you know. This gives you an idea of the vastness of cypress knees. All of them sticking up out of the water. You know, the little things. What looks like stumps are knees, part of the root of the cypress tree. It's the only tree that does that. So that's pretty cool. Alright folks, got some cool purple mushrooms right there. And even this guy that's really dark. I'm going to go ahead and use that one as my picture. So, take a picture. Then open up iNaturalist. Don't update watch. And just add photo library. Add, then create an observation. This is an iPhone, may look different on yours. What did you see here? And I just click that, then it'll give me suggestions. So web caps, that's a viscid violet court. Does that sound?
What is it?
Viscid violet court. I'm just going to choose that, and if that's not it, someone will definitely come in and correct me later, or give me
the one right there that's red.
Give me suggestions. I seen that one. Yeah. So, and even if you see, you know, the ones that I'm doing out here, and you come out here and you find that, you could still submit that. You know, that's fine. I mean, you can submit things more than once. It'll just tell citizen scientist, you know, that they're plentiful out here, and it's okay if it's the same one, you know. You're not hurting anything or anything like that. If you find something rare, definitely post that, you know, because that would be interesting.
Well, that's how you find out if it's
yeah,
rare.
that's how you find out if it's rare. But
ooh, check this one out.
this is all spider lilies here, and they're not in bloom yet. But when they are, they create a really pretty white flower. So that red one, pink, yeah. So, but iNatural is pretty cool, and you should be able to immediately, it'll add it to the Heron Pond or the Cache River watershed page. Same for Cypress Creek National Wildlife Refuge. It'll automatically add it to their group, which helps the refuge. So right now the guy who has the most in there is Jonathan Bowles. So he's got to beat Jonathan. Good luck. All right, folks, and when you get done with the loop, you come up to this Heron Pond Trail, which if we go that way, we'll go back to the truck. If we go this way, it's just a short hike to the big tree. So, the big tree, and there's even more mushrooms up there, the wood airs. So, this is a state champion cherry bark oak. It's a big oak tree. And it's a big tree. You can tell from here, but you really can't truly tell if you've never seen it. But it's huge when we get up there and show you. But look at this. You see that big hole? I suspect that there's another tree right there. That's the hole of the tree. May not be, but that's what I suspect. If that's the case, you know, here's my foot. Imagine a tree that big, which is big, not as big as this, so. So, there you go. Cherry bark oak, Quercus pagata. Probably said that wrong. And I'm gonna set this tripod up here. To give you an idea of how big this sucker is. And we'll just do that. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Big. Big tree. Big tree. Big tree. Big stump. Look at that. It's just monster tree. It'd take probably 10 people to wrap around it, joining hands. Big tree. Thing's been around for hundreds of years. Long time. And it's, you know, there's holes all in it. It's definitely, it still grows. It still leaps out and everything. It's not completely dead, but it's definitely on its way. So, definitely on its way. And daffodils grow over here. Golly, it's so big. It's just amazing. Daffodils will grow here in the spring. If you keep going this way, it'll take you to Wildcat Bluff, to Tupelo Trail, and the Cache River like maintenance headquarters. Little Black Slough, Boss Island, the Boss Cabin, all that good stuff. It's just right now you're probably not going to be able to get to it because the creek should be submerged. It should be underwater because we've had a lot of rain. Yeah, that's some sort of tussock type. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna find out exactly what that is. And go here to naturalist. Okay, got to put in my code. And we will put that guy in there. And this is one of these caterpillars you don't want to touch. But it looks like yellow-based tussock moth, southern tussock moth, variable tussock moth. I'm gonna say it's probably the yellow-based. Doesn't look too yellow though. Could be. Southern tussock moth. We'll check it out. Yeah, I think maybe it's gonna be the southern tussock moth. So we'll look through some of that. Yep, southern tussock moth. Southern? Yep. Yep. That's kind of its coloration. You can see that. And then kind of see that. So I'm going to select that. And if I'm wrong, they'll tell me. So. Mine says it's a bandy tussock moth. Right. I don't know. I don't think it is. Definitely a tussock moth. Alright, there's an itty bitty snake. A little, red belly? Red belly, maybe? Decay? Well, it could be a decay or a red belly. I'm not too sure. But when they're that little, I have a hard time determining what they are, but there you are. Alright, I took a little picture. I'm going to try to see if I can identify the snake. So I'm thinking red belly or decay. It may not pick it up, but it might. So decay's brown snake. Yep, I think it was decay's. It's either decays or it's telling me it's frogs and toads. Don't found a cottonmouth? Yeah. So we got a cottonmouth here. Hey, little cotton. What you doing, dude? You got white on your, looks like bird may have pooped on your head. There goes the cottonmouth swimming. He's not chasing. Not chasing. All right, folks, see that? This is like corrugated steel. You can kind of see it, how it clips in, just corrugated material. And it's meant to help reduce the water from coming out of the pond, escaping into the Cache River, also to keep the water from going into it. It's just kind of a control to try to keep some of the bad water out of the pond and destroy the habitat and whatnot. So ponds naturally drain, but it's trying to do things that are unnatural, but and for the sake of science and you know, the preserve and all that. So that's something they were doing out here. Me and Michelle came out here and found it. We actually thought they were doing timber extraction, you know, I applaud the DNR, but they're just not good about announcing things, and they should, because, you know, this is public land. It's not just theirs. So it's ideal. I'm glad social media is around, because it allows us to keep them accountable for that sort of stuff. Which, you know, our tax money goes into it. We deserve the right to know anything that happens on public land. And in all honesty, it's illegal to withhold it. Alrighty, folks. We are just about back to the truck. We'll be right under 3 miles. A little over 2.5 right now. 2.6. So it's a nice hike. Fairly easy. There's a little hill up to the truck, and it's kind of tough for a split second. That's about it. So
What's a split second?
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty cool. The current. If I was in a kayak, I wouldn't be able to control it. So
Maybe we just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. So it's nice to see it like that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can support me if you'd like with a one-time donation, or become a monthly Patreon member to get access to more cool stuff. The links are below. Until next time, we'll see you on the trail.